Have you noticed that some family argument never end? And it is the same fight with your partner about the house chores, the same clash with your kids about respect, and the same argument with your parents about choices. Here is the truth. If the same fight keeps showing up, you are not really fighting about the work, dishes, curfew, or decision. You are fighting about something deeper, and that is the emotional needs underneath. Until those needs are seen and understood, the argument will repeat like a broken record. But the good news, with the right tool, you can break. And these tools are not really big need to change big changes in your attitude or in your life. It's a very small tools. With them, you can break the cycle and create peace at home. So, welcome to Heal, Align, and Thrive with Preeti Kang. I'm your host, Preeti Kang, former corporate tech leader, now is a life transformation coach. And I'm helping people build lives that feel balanced and fulfilling across the health, relationship, career, and money. I know the weight of conflict, both at work and at home. And I have learned arguments are not the problem. Actual problems, it's the unspoken needs behind them that keep the argument alive. And in this episode, we will talk about how to move endless fights to compassionate resolutions so your family feels safe, heard, and connected again. In this episode, we also covered like why recurring family arguments are not really about what you think. The second, we will talk about the science behind this emotional triggers, why we get stuck in the same fight again and again. And the last part in the episode, we will share some small, powerful technique, which is the NLP inspired strategy and that techniques to resolve conflict with the compassion. And as usual, we will finish our episode with small reflection practice to help you shift heat movement when there is some issues or there is some argument happen, and when you deal with these techniques, how you feel. So it will be just let you aware of that, and it is also trigger some pattern in your mind. When I remember that the time, when I was working in corporate job, especially in my background tech job, there is a no hours, right? So when I come home almost completely drained, and almost every day I have sometime argument with my husband. It is not kitchen or lot of mess, even he is helping me, but still I just start complaining about. Even we have sometime argument in parking lot, someone car parking is a different way, and I just get frustrated with that. Even in office also I get it frustrated. But when I start this actually doing reflection myself, I just realized that it was not the issue with kitchen is messy or someone parked wrong way car. It is more because I was exhausted, overwhelmed. And that time I was looking more on sport. It's because of I'm drained, I'm exhausted, I'm looking something is, just to do argument and just bust myself somewhere. It's remind me in our childhood when mom is gone, there is if any issues coming, situation coming, or I felt nobody, understand me, or it is unseen me, it triggered me something again. But when I realized that it was not about the situation itself, but it's about the fear of losing connection. That is the truth about family argument. They are not really about for work, words, or routines. They are about unseen needs. And that needs respect, safety, love, appreciation. Until we address those, the fight will never end. We will talk about these needs in detail in later episodes, but this is very, very important. I did in Facebook one live small series where I talk about these needs. It needs is actually shape our relationship. When we start understanding these needs, relationship, argument, and everything start getting resolved. So let's talk about why we start having argue in family and what is the science behind. So when we have a conflict, we have an argument, And conflict activates the amygdala, that is called the brain alarm system. And when that alarm system get activate, our stress hormones like cortisol just surge. When we have the stress hormones get surge, our logical brain, when we say the logical brain, that part that listen and solves problem, temporarily gets shuts down. That's why argument gets fired. Both people are triggered. Both are protecting and neither is truly caring. Because both the peoples are argument and both it's that time the stress hormones is very surge and they are not able to understand why this is happening, why we are doing this. It's 99.9%, like the research shows is most family fights are not about the issue on the table, they are about the emotion underneath it. And that research shows that, and that the hidden needs behind these arguments, even in normal houses you can see this one. The needs is more on, I'm not feeling respected, I'm not feeling supported, or feeling safe in home, or someone is not valued me, or I don't feel loved. Just example, a fight about work, like someone say like I am doing a lot of work, a deeper need for appreciation, but because that person is doing a lot of work, that person is looking for more appreciation. Needs is appreciation. Or our kids say like, you never listen. We always say to our kids, even not for teenager and especially teenager, like we told like easily, you never listen us, but that time is behind our needs is more we are looking for respect. And when you get that need, someone actually address your needs, the fights automatically get soft, the issues automatically get resolved. So we need to understand that is the main part. If we need to stop argument in our home, there will be conflict. When we have a few people live in home, and this is normal. Normal people has conflict, and there will be a conflict. But how we gonna solve that? How we gonna stop these arguments? That is a matter. So before we go with the resolution, we need to understand actually the root cause. Even in corporate or in tech cover, we say that we need to do problem management. That is like RCA, root cause we need to find. And then we can resolve the issue. Until we don't find the root cause, we are not able to resolve anything. And every argument is the root cause is more is person needs. What the person looking for. Don't go to the word. Stanford study show that when there is any argument or there is a shouting happen, it is just 7% words. Only 7%. 55% your body language, 33% to 35% is your tone. And that is the main thing we need to understand. If we start understanding our family needs, person needs, what they are actually looking for. So I will give you small tool techniques. How can we resolve this one? So pause and regulate. And this is very important and powerful technique. It is not just when you have argument, you can start using in your life. Whenever things happen, someone asks you, even normal question asks you, just pause for a few seconds. And neuroscience shows that when you pause, that calms your nervous system. And how you gonna be calm your nervous system? Use box breathing. You don't need to tell anyone. Just inhale for 4 count, hold for 4 count, exhale for 4 count, and hold for 4 count. This is box breathing is work awesome. Even not box breathing, because sometimes that situation you are not able to try to take the long deep breathing. If you just do 6 or 7, you will feel the difference in immediately. And that lower your cortisol, stress hormones, and reactivate your clear thinking. And that will also create peace in your body. And when your body is peace, your mind is peace, it will create peace in the room. So pause and regulate. It's a very important technique and very impactful. The second part is coming reframe the argument. The meaning of communication is the response you get. Shift from blame to request. If we need any help, we usually say that, oh, you never help me. This will trigger other person because you are in blaming mode. You never help me. Instead of saying, you can say it would mean a lot if you help me or if we work together in this and finish this work. Instead of saying like you never help, you are asking for help. You are just telling this person, okay, I need this one. There is no wrong to be say asking for help because we don't want to take ownership. We are just saying, okay, blame other person and then easy. So stop blaming. More do request. That will help you. And the third is listen to the need, not just the words. As I mentioned earlier, use the meta model question for NLP. Use NLP, we use this one. Whenever it's happened, we need to calm down, take a pause, take a breathe, take a ownership, and ask that person, what do you really need right now? If reflect back, you want to feel supported. For example, your kids asking for something, and instead of you just try to understand what your kid is looking for right now, and that will bypass defensiveness and creates empathy. Person will calm down and start using the I language with anchoring. The fourth important part, I language with anchoring. Replace you make me angry. Instead say like I feel hurt when this happen. This will change whole situation. You are saying same thing, but not with the you blaming. You are taking responsibility. I. And do when you say like I feel hurt when this happened, anchor this safety by pairing calm voice plus gentle touch. Like you hold that person, if you're a kid, or say that just hold their hands. That will help. And the fifth point is pattern interrupt, we call in NLP. I think you saw in family when the argument happen, it is happen in loops. One thing happen, we are talking same thing again and again, same things happen. And that loops is never broke until we start breaking them. So break them. Say if this is happen, say that's hold on. That's reset. We are going in circles, especially with the partner fighting. It's the same thing. We need to break them. We need to understand how can we break them. One person, if break that, it will help. And if you have light humor, usually science shows if you start laughter, you release oxytocin and that will reduce your tension. So pattern interrupt, try to, if there is a room in your argument, just go and take one glass of water. That will give you chance to reset your brain. That will also give the chance to reset other person brain. Just give that few minutes that break. That will actually doing the pattern interrupt. And the sixth point is why this argument is happening. Because what happen, we usually when we take decision and that result came beautiful or win-win, then we all shared outcome. But if there is something goes wrong, we never shared outcome, especially in the husband-wife. If one person taking decision, share that outcome. Either is a losing or is a win. So share that. This is very, very important also. Move from you versus me and us versus the problem. You make this decision and we got failed. Stop doing that. Just say that we both of us did this thing and now we get in this problem. That time you will solve. You are both of you and versus the problem, not just blaming mode. So this is 5 or 6 very important techniques which is you can use regular in your family with argument with parents or kids or anyone. So that will very helpful for you. So let's do in practice for just for 2 minutes. Think about recent any family argument here happen. If you can close eye, that would be great. Just close eye, just think about for recent family argument, visualize what happened, and now ask yourself, what was my deeper need when that argument happened? What I was actually looking for. Don't go with the words. What is actually that time I was looking for? Respect, love, or support? And same next picture visualize for other person and ask what might their needs have been, why that person is actually doubting. Don't go with the words, again go with the needs. If person is looking for respect, love, or support or appreciation, and then take a slow breathe in and say, I see your need, I choose peace. Feel your body get softer. And science shows when you regulate your own nervous system, you co-regulate others. Your calms invites other person their calm. So do this one. And in last, we will have as usual challenge for this week. The next time an argument starts, pause. Don't react to the words. Look for the needs beneath them. What actually that person is looking for. Reflect it back. I hear you. You want to feel respected or supported. The person what is actually looking for. And as soon as you change that one, you start looking at their needs. Notice how quickly the tone shift when you speak to the heart. When you speak with that way. Because family peace is not built by avoiding conflict. That is not the families. There will be a conflict. That is called family, right? So peace is not built by avoiding conflict. If you avoiding, you are not creating peace. You are actually putting the oil or some gas to be, when we avoid and one time we burst, that gonna be happen. So family peace is not avoiding conflict, it is built by resolving the needs behind it. All the conflict need to be resolved, not avoid. And how we gonna resolve that? With understand other person needs. Remember, arguments are not battles to win, they are doorways to understanding. So if this episode resonated you, subscribe to Heal, Align and Thrive so you don't miss the rest of our Family Connection series, and share this with someone who wants more harmony at home, because one compassionate response can break years of repeating argument. Thank you for watching this podcast, and we will see you in the next episode.